Welcome back to Blue Zone Homestead. Ready to make the popcorn turkey with chips. So I am making the sauce first. I'm only mixing two ingredients together. What is the dill mayo. So I'm gonna put 2 tablespoons of dill mayo, and I've made this pepper spread last year. So I'm gonna add a tablespoon of that. And I'll give it a good mix. And this is gonna be our sauce, our dipping sauce for our popcorn turkey. I've got this recipe as a popcorn chicken. It's one of our favorite starters when we go out to eat out. And I thought, I've never made it before. And I've looked it up and I found this recipe. Not this one, I've made this sauce up, but the rest. And I thought, let's try it. Oh, that's nice. That sauce is divine. I'm going to put this back to the fridge. And let's talk about the ingredients. Combining the ingredients to make the popcorn turkey. So I've got 1 cup of bread flour, and all the rest of the ingredients are just right here in front of me. Let's go through one by one and measure it out to our flour. So we're going to put half a teaspoon of white pepper, 1 teaspoon of salt. I use pink Himalayan salt today. Also tomato powder with salt, a teaspoon of that. Onion, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of onion and garlic powder. So we add 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of marjoram, whatever you prefer. I think I've got marjoram in here. 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika. And 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of cayenne chili pepper. We're gonna go out and harvest our very first chili as a garnish and some cilantro on top of our meal today. So I'm going to give it a very good mix, and that's what we're going to dip our turkey breast pieces before I'm going to fry them in lard today. Okay, that's done. I'm also making bread, so I might pinch some out of that dough and serve some flat bread with the meal tonight. So what the job I've done yesterday, but I'm gonna show you now what I've prepared. I've used some homemade goat's buttermilk, some salt and white pepper, and marinated these turkey pieces overnight in a fridge. So this is now ready. I'm just gonna cover this back up until we are gonna start frying them in the lard. I've just peeled some potatoes. Look at these different colored potatoes. I think they're so pretty. Got the pink, purple and the yellow one. So I'm just gonna go with rounds because they're quite small. And I'm gonna cook this in an active fry in half an hour. I'm not going to use up all these potatoes, only what it's enough for 2 servings. Okay, that's enough. Just going to add a bit of salt. I've got a lard in a frying pan, and let's make the popcorn turkey. I'm going to wait until that lard goes really hot before we're going to put the turkey pieces in. So I'm just gonna take a piece out and I'm gonna coat this really well in the flour mixture. We really want to coat this really well. I can hear the lard sizzling, so it's nearly ready. The chips is now in an active fry. Will be ready in 25 minutes. The sauce is ready, chilling in the fridge. I'm only gonna have to make a flatbread in a minute while the turkey is frying. We'll do that. I am so curious how it's gonna turn out. If you're gonna like this, I think this is could be one of our favorite. Okay, all the turkey breast pieces now nicely coated. Let's fry them. Sizzling beautifully. Turkey breasts. Meanwhile, we're gonna make a flat bread or naan bread. Pinched some dough out from the bread dough and with slightly flour the work surface and just using the rolling pin, flatten it, turn it around and just keep rolling it out. It's kind of like a pancake size. And I have got a cast iron frying pan in a very hot, the boiling side of my agar, and that's where we're going to fry flatbread. The turkey looking nice and golden crispy. Just turn them and they're gonna be ready very soon. And I'm just doing like a batch by batch until it's all done. Didn't take long, to be honest. Give it a little poke. In a few minutes we're gonna turn the flatbread. That honestly don't take long. 5 minutes if that, and it's done. And these little turkey pieces didn't take long neither. 5-10 minutes and they've been done, and they are so good. They honestly taste delicious. Ready? The next one. The poke. Don't wait any longer. Had a little try. Tasted it. It really tastes delicious. I'm just rubbing some garlic clove all over on both sides of the flat bread. It's given extra touch, lovely flavor. And guys, we are soon ready to dish up and have our dinner. And our last bit. And ready to dish up. Chips is ready, so I'm going to serve the chips on a plate, divide it. Flatbread is ready there. Chopping up the first chili what I've harvested, the black Hungarian chili. It's not chili at all actually at the moment. But yeah, it just gave a good touch to our meal. And I have harvested a little bit of cilantro as well. That just goes so well with this meal. And I've got some lemon, shop-bought lemon from our farm shop. So we do little wedges of those so we can use that up with our meal. And last but not least, turkey pieces. And our turkey, popcorn and chips, it's done. Sauce to go. And it's dinner time. Let's have a taste test. Right, our popcorn turkey is done. Let's have a taste test. Juicy, flavorful, delicious. Let me explain to you what's going on in here. So we are catching a swarm. These bees have swarmed 4 days ago. Thursday I have done the bee inspection, and not long after one of my hive decided to move on. So they swarmed. And they swarmed on the top of the walnut tree, what is absolutely massive, so I had no chance to get them back. And then they've decided to go on a chestnut tree and then to this tree where we are, and they honestly went right on the top. But let me show you how tall this tree is as well, so you've got an idea what we are seeing in here. Okay, so if I just show you the trunk of this tree, you got an idea how big this tree is. So I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna let them go. I can't do nothing. Farewell, see ya. And then today is Sunday. They've decided to move on again the 4th time, and I've heard them buzzing. Actually, when I'm just done the popcorn turkey dinner, and when I just run out to get some chili and cilantro from the garden, I've heard the buzzing. I thought, they are going. So we finished dinner, came out, and then I'm out since. Now this is going on for a couple of hours. The Majesty couldn't make her mind out what she's want to do. Well, usually by now they move on if they're not being caught, you know. But I am so lucky today because she's dropped on the ground, and that's the easiest way to catch them. My dad taught me this trick and it's marvelous. So I only had to do, I've seen like a small ball of bees, so I knew the queen is inside. And I've just put those frames down. These are the frames that I've got available. So I quickly put them all down on the ground, and they are now all over those frames. So I think I'm fairly confident that this is gonna be a successful catch. So let's just take you closer and show you. Honestly, these bees are fantastic. So my plan is now, because I haven't got an empty hive, all my 5 hives at the moment occupied. Even though they swarm, they still loads in there. That was my, I think this was my strongest family, where there is absolutely loads of honey in there. We might need to do a honey extraction actually next week. So I have got this nuke. That's all I have at the moment, 3. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna get some gloves because I haven't got any gloves. And we're going to move those frames. I empty this nuke first, and very gently I'm gonna move with a full of bees those frames back to the nuke. And fingers crossed, the queen is gonna be on it, and the rest of the bees will follow the queen. It's all went well. I've managed to successfully put all the bees and the frames in that nuke, and it's a few days gone now since we've done this catch, and it's looking amazing. So they've done the orientation flight, and I did a very little sneak peek, but we're gonna do the proper one together to try to find if the queen is there or if it's laying or what's going on. But since then we've harvested some honey as well. So I am going to show you that as well next couple of vlogs. We harvested so much honey and it's so delicious. But yeah. Right. So I think this was a successful catch of the swarm. They still in a nuke, and they are now successfully reunited to the apiary. Give them a couple of days to settle down, and next week we open this up and have a look and try to find Queenie, and hopefully she's gonna start laying for us and we've got another hive. So I've got now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this is the 7th, 5 hive and 2 nukes. Good morning, friends. I have my coffee and have my bread project going. Oh, look at this big bubble in here. Wow. So last night I made a whole bunch of bread dough. So this one is the sweet dough. I've used honey again because it turned out so well the last time. And I left it out, and for this morning it actually doubled in size. So now I am ready to separate this dough in my Banneton baskets. So what I'm gonna do full, and I'm gonna give them time to rise again today. I really enjoy making our homemade bread. This? I make bread a couple of times a week, once at least, sometimes more than once, sometimes 2-3 times. It all depends what's going on and what kind of meal I'm doing. But this is a big one, so this is a 4 mini loaf at one go, and it's all turned out so well. I will show in the next vlog. And we are going to do the stuffed peppers and cabbages, what I've planned for next week. But yeah, so I'm just shaping these breads. I've got these 2 oval Banneton basket and 2 round, so I kind of shape so they fit in the basket. And these will now rise for overnight, and tomorrow I'm going to bake them all. Well, thank you so much for spending time with me today. It's been fun. And the next couple of vlogs is gonna be harvest and cook with me. I'm gonna do the first stuffed peppers and cabbages. I've planned to do homemade yogurt from scratch and our honey extraction. I'll hope you all have a lovely week and see you very soon. Bye, friends.